Here, and today we're talking about a gaming scam, which
Oh,
is
really?
how Activision Blizzard continues to get worse.
Oh, that's funny. Because aren't you the same individual that was defending Grand Theft Auto 6, going as far to say, oh, that looks like it's worth $100? So you have no problem paying $100 for this. Matter of fact, you can't even afford every single house, car, or whatever you want to call it, DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online without spending upwards to over $1 million, and you out here complaining about this. Now, mind you, listen, I'm not justifying any of this behavior. All I'm saying as to why this is not consistent with the rest of the content that you people keep making in this community. Ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl, because you people are grifting. We can clearly see it. Game still with another W. I really don't even have to say anything, man. You guys do it to yourselves.
Absolutely massive, like literally the biggest game map of all time. There has been a lot of talks about this game going to be $100. It's pretty obvious this thing to me. It looks like a $100 game, not to be that guy. And today we're talking about a gaming scam.
Yeah. You want to call that a gaming scam, but then you want to go as far to support Grand Theft Auto 6, which might potentially be $100. And we already know the loan shark cards and the microtransactions is going to even be further worse in Grand Theft Auto, I guess, Online Part 2. What do you people don't understand, man? To me, it's the hypocrisy, bro. You guys go as far, and the funny thing is about this whole raise up the price tag of the $100 games is the fact that who you think are the ones buying them? Ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl. PlayStation gamers, and we know you guys love Call of Duty that much, so it seems like at this point, Microsoft is hustling everybody. But as long as Game Pass stays at $20 a month, it seems like the only ones that are getting hustled here is PlayStation gamers.
Were positive. Some people said,
What?
okay, Activision Blizzard has
Activision always had negativity, man. I don't think there's ever been a point. As a matter of fact, what do you mean about positive? Because when these games was out there about not coming on PlayStation, you guys went crazy. So I don't know how any of that was positive. The only time it became positive is when y'all got the same games that Xbox is getting, because y'all was afraid that you weren't going to get them.
been the very worst publisher with literally tons of microtransactions, DLC, and stupid cosmetics.
But Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be the same thing. What are we doing here? You guys are like, Games, so you're too good, man. I told you, bro. I'm always getting wins in this community. And at this point, I don't even have to say much. You guys expose yourselves. You get mad at me for the things that you people are saying, which isn't consistent with how you run your overall channels. What are you talking about? You can't even afford, if you look up how much would it cost, I think it's over 29 million or some sort. I heard it's even worse. I don't even remember, but it's definitely over $1 million. That's for sure. If you wanted to buy every single piece of DLC within Rockstar's own Grand Theft Auto Online. Okay? But you ain't saying nothing about that. You're not going as far to call it a scam. You're like, it's worth $100. You're probably going to pick it up. We know you are. But you go as far to tell everybody not to support something, but then you go as far to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. This is why nobody takes the gaming community seriously anymore.
Forced battle passes and stuff that basically makes a good game worse. But there was a lot of people that
So I guess Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a trash game, considering that it's going to have very much the same similar philosophy of this game. Of whatever y'all complain about, Diablo DLC or Call of Duty raised up price or raised up microtransactions. I guess Grand Theft Auto 6 Online is trash then, right? But no, it ain't. You're going to support it. You're going to pay for all the loan shark cards to buy your little imaginary houses, or should I call them cosmetics, because that's the words that you use, because that's exactly the same thing. But of course, we got to find anything to make this negative Xbox content. Now, mind you, I have no problem with this. I really don't. It's not it's the inconsistency, guys. It's the fact that you guys ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. You will go as far to bash another game for being $100, but then when GTA 6 comes out, you go as far to say that's worth $100. To who? Just because you like the game and you're a fanboy of the game doesn't necessarily mean the game is worth $100. You have to keep things consistent within this community, and this is why people don't take you guys seriously.
Saying, okay, they're doing that because they have to stay afloat. But now they have trillions of dollars of Microsoft money. Now they can just focus on making good games. But that's definitely not the case. Ever since Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard, In my opinion, the microtransactions, the scumminess is actually getting worse. But
It's always been in there. Bro, what era? What are you talking about? People have been complaining. You can go as far to look as far back to 2014 and 15, and people was complaining about these things. Now you want to go as far to say that they're getting worse? Well, let me tell you this. If it's getting worse in Call of Duty, then it's most definitely going to get worse in Grand Theft Auto 6 Online. That is a guarantee. Even most adamant Rockstar fans will even go like, yeah, I know. With how successful GTA 5 is, yeah, oh yeah. They're still paying money for that old-ass game. What makes you think they ain't going to do it for GTA 6 with far better graphics?
I'm making this video today specifically because two separate pieces of very crappy, downright dirty piece of Microsoft schemery.
You see what this is all about? See, mind you, I have no problem with what he said about Microsoft, because I go as far to agree with you. But the difference is, I'm not supporting these things. You are. So when you go as far to tell people that it's anti-consumer and all this, and then you go up there and you hype up GTA 6, then people are going to look at you and be like, dude, you're a hypocrite.
Has just happened to Activision Blizzard, but one of them hits particularly close to home. So today is my birthday, and obviously because I've got tattoos of it, two of my favorite things are Diablo and Berserk. Berserk is a series that's very, very...
And guess what? And you're going to support both of those things. This is not going to stop you from supporting Diablo. So I don't even know why you keep doing this.
Dear to my heart. Today, they actually...
Just go back to ripping your t-shirts again. You know, remember the last time when you said you would never support an Activision game and you went out there and supported Diablo 4, right? Bro, this guy, man,
started a Berserk crossover event inside of Diablo 4. Now, Diablo started doing this as well, which is a cash shop. So whenever you play Diablo, there's different seasons of it. Now, typically there's stuff you can actually unlock by leveling up, by playing in the seasonal events, beating the new bosses, learning the new magics and stuff. You unlock permanent stuff. You know, hey...
We understand how unlockables work in a video game. I don't think you have to go on this whole tirade for like 30 seconds. Let me just skip this part because I really don't care.
Sell some cosmetics. They're tied to the season.
Oh, wow, a game that never sold cosmetics. Oh! What are you talking about? Every single game that I know within existence sells some form of cosmetics. I mean, even Dead Rising Remastered, even though I just beat the game, right? And it was trash. I did beat it. It sold cosmetics on the day I think of the game's release. What are you talking about, bro? This has been in almost every, even Monster. Bro, you can see this in every single game, bro. You're going as far to base this and say this is an Xbox or, bro, this has been a problem that's been going on for over 10 years.
Piece of like cosmetic upgrade and you keep it forever. Well, today they announced, hey, we're going to just sell some cosmetics. They're tied to the season.
Gears of War did it. Halo did it. Call of Duty, bro. Every game in existence, even Helldivers do it. What do you do? Two does it? Like, bro, what?
But this is just a limited time event.
Fortnite does it. So I guess all the games that people support are anti-consumer. Well, that's something you're going to have to take up with the gaming community because that's what the gaming community has shown that they're supporting.
Berserker armor.
This is why I don't blame the companies. When you guys are like, oh, you don't blame. No, I don't blame. I blame the gamers because look at what y'all say. Why do you think these things exist in the first place? Because you guys keep buying it. It's so funny that the most anti-consumer games in the world are the ones that are loved by the consumers.
Skull Knight, it's Griffith. This is stuff that honestly looks fantastic. It is $150. They're also selling a pet that is $30. No bundle, no discount, just backlash. Now, I have to admit that I'm frustrated because this is the kind of stuff that I feel like is taking over the gaming industry. In this whole debate about how...
Yeah, and it's going to most definitely take over the industry in Grand Theft Auto 6, but you said you have... Oh, here we go. Now we're going to... Bro, cut it out, bro. Nobody cared for these games, bro, because, listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to keep things in perspective. You keep bringing up Expedition $33 and $50, which is a single-player game. Split Fiction, which is a game like very similar to Take-Two Interactive or A Way Out, right? These are two different types of games, first off. And on top of that, nobody plays these games more in favor of those games. Diablo 4, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, you know what I mean, right? So now you want to use these cheap-ass games, no disrespect to them, not saying they're not good, but using games that people don't really care about to push some agenda that this is what it should be. No. They see that there's dummies like you that will spend $100 even on the skins and complain about it and continue to do so, but still giving them your money. You're doing it with Xbox. Oh, I hate Xbox, but you continue to give them your money on PlayStation. Y'all are dumb, bro. This is why I have no respect for the gaming community no more. And a lot of real gamers like myself, we don't respect y'all either.
Games have to cost $80. I'm annoyed about the fact that there is so much.
You're annoyed at it, but you're going to support GTA 6 day one, though. You're annoyed about it, but you're spending $100 on 4-day early access games, which is $100 for old Xbox ports. You are the problem, bro. What do y'all don't understand? They were blaming me for this. Y'all the ones to blame. You don't see me going out there pre-ordering Switch 2s and doing it. I've been standing my ground on a lot of things, man. I was, but then I found out that the game key card, that made me not even want it at that point.
Coming out at $50.
I don't even care no more.
Expedition 33 is probably going to be my game of the year. I did love Split Fiction a lot as well.
Definitely ain't going to be mine. I'm saving that for Ninja Gaiden 4.
Diablo 4. I bought it a couple of years back, right? But these companies now, they're like, okay, well, we have to keep charging you. We have to keep you on that treadmill. We have to keep you locked in. Yeah. This kind of stuff, this is going to flop. At this point, Diablo has gotten worse and worse and worse. Sucks. This actually is the kind of thing that I feel like hurts the gaming industry.
Oh, really? Did it hurt people when they were spending thousands of dollars on Fortnite? Did it hurt the gaming industry when people were still buying these skins? Matter of fact, even Counter-Strike has a similar thing to this, where you buy cosmetics and stuff. This is just something that's just in gaming. Now, mind you, it's just cosmetics, right? Didn't you guys advocate, well, it doesn't impact the game? Well, there you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. We was advocating for gaming having unlockables, and you guys are advocating for this crap. And now you're mad about it because everything's copying the Fortnite strategy of battle passes and all that and buying skins. And so this is stuff that you guys have advocated for, and you use the free-to-play model to push it. Now that these companies are pushing further back on your pockets, now y'all want to start complaining. At the end of the day, I don't even care if gaming self-destruct. Y'all like, Games, you ain't a gamer. You out here defend. I'm not defending nothing. Stop putting me in the same categories as you people. I'm not doing these things. I'm not spending $100. I don't even care for Berserk like that. I didn't even buy the Berserk game. Stop putting me in these categories, bro. Y'all need to take accountability for what y'all are doing to this fine gaming community. This is why I said I go retro. This is why I go hustle mode. This is why I buy games like Dead Rising. I'm not paying $50, $60. I get it for $25. That's why I do this, because of this crap.
Let's talk about something a bit more mainstream. Now,
here we go.
Currently, this is a rumor. It's not been fully confirmed, but multiple sources have come forward about this. So I guess it's still kind of up in the air until we actually see the new Call of Duty here, probably 5. Certain seasonal limited time modes may require Battle Pass ownership, and higher valued skins and content would be part of Battle Pass instead of premium event passes. Now, but
it's always been like this. You always got worse stuff with the worst pass. If you have a pass like a core, we'll say core, and then a pass that you have to pay for, you guys know you always got the worst, or it takes longer. There's nothing really changed. They're just probably making it worse now.
It's extra scummy because
really?
Call of Duty is incredibly mainstream. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I definitely think there's been bad years and good years. I've had a lot of fun with Call of Duty. I'm not going to pretend I've hated it.
Yeah, but you do the same thing, though. You have no right to disrespect a Call of Duty fan after you said you would buy Grand Theft Auto 6 for $100, and I guarantee you're going to spend thousands of dollars on your credit card to get some microtransactions, some fake houses, or should I say cosmetics for your character. Nobody want to hear this coming out of you, bro. I'm just saying you have no right to complain about something that you're doing on the opposite game.
Call of Duty, but I feel like the best part of Call of Duty is dropping in and playing it, and especially when you reinstall it after you haven't played it for a bit.
Well, you could do that on GTA 6 as well. You could even do it on GTA 5, but don't get mad when somebody kills you with a deluxo.
And go, oh, there's new modes, there's new stuff. Now, these limited 9 modes, this is something they've been doing a lot for the last couple Call of Duty. A fool I was, a fool indeed. You know damn well Call of Duty will now cost $80 in a...
Y'all literally complain about things that you guys cause, man. This is why I don't... Yo, what do you mean, Legacy? Bro, this dude's always live streaming the most mainstream, bro. Nobody want to hear this coming from y'all, man. Nobody want to hear it, bro. At the end of the day, man, I'm always right in this community because I speak for the righteousness for all the gamers that are unheard, that think and, see what's going on here. That's why people like my channel, because you guys don't keep it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go as far to bash a game if I'm supporting the same exact thing on another one. That makes you look like a hypocrite.
In addition to paywalling limited time modes behind their stupid battle pass.
Oh, really? Because last time I checked, a lot of games do limited time modes. A lot of them do.
I think there has been this rising frustration from gamers about feeling like they're being ripped off for no reason.
The only people ripping you off is yourself. Nobody told you to have to buy these things. Nobody told you. If anything, we went as far to tell you this way back then. But y'all didn't listen to us. So there you go.
Hey,
gaming communities, I want to be on record saying, please continue to rip these guys off. Because I'm already over your industry. So it doesn't really bother and impact me that much. I'm already over that trend. Okay? So I don't care about the future of gaming as far as it stands. I really don't. Y'all like, Gabe, so that's not what a real game. It's not that I don't care. It's the fact that I'm like God right now. It's like I try to give you guys, I gave you the freedom. I gave you the free will to do what you want. But then you guys don't want to do it. You rather go with the sheeple. You rather follow the trends. You rather give them your money. You don't want to be righteous like me. You know, with the gaming messiahs. This is what you want to engage in. You want to engage in gaming sin. Because this is what we're going to call it. By all means, I let you go. Okay? This is what it is, bro. And this is exactly what y'all are doing. Okay, you're caving into your gaming sin by supporting these companies by any means necessary, acting as if these people like owe you anything. They don't owe you nothing.
Excited about this thing. I want to lock in. I want to pre-order this game. I want to play this experience. There's been this perpetual sense of more and more people saying, I don't trust anything. I don't trust cool trailers. I don't trust good hype. I don't trust corporate memes. At this point, if the game is not the best damn thing ever, I'll buy it on sale. I'll buy it at 80%.
And that's, you see, you just explained as to why Microsoft raised the price of their console. You just explained as to why consoles won't go down in price. You just explained everything. I'm not defending none of this. I'm just saying these are the reasons as to why they're doing it. Because they know there's people like us, well, not him specifically, but myself, right? And they're going to take that gaming fix away from me. They're like, we know you guys are waiting for the Switch to drop in price. We know you guys are waiting for the Xbox to drop in price so you can pick one up for $100 total, liquidated like back in the old days. And you're not giving us really that money like y'all did with Sega. So this is what they're doing. They're essentially punishing you for not getting the things early. Like I said, man, gaming is done, bro. I'm telling you, it's done.
Enough. And it just feels like this... How do I phrase this? There is now a proud negativity in the gaming industry. There is a proud sense of, I am against the corporations because the corporations are against me. And I honestly think stuff like this causes it more than anything else.
Oh, no. It's stuff like you. Hold on. No. When you said that, you should have put that hand to yourself. You should have put that hand where your heart was. Because it's not them. It's you. These companies wouldn't be doing this if you weren't giving them the money like fools.
Like against the corporations.
I want to see you point that to yourself. Please take your hand and point it to yourself and say it's me, because you're buying GTA 6. You're not fooling nobody.
Because the corporations are against me. And I honestly think stuff like this causes it more than...
Oh, no. You need to take that hand and go this way, okay? Right here, this way. What are you doing this? Don't do this. It's not their fault. Within, my brother, within is what you need to do.
Anything else. But this has just been some
shut up. Nobody cares. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, the gaming community ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. You guys are going to continue to complain about this. You're going to buy it on PlayStation. You're going to support it by any means necessary. It doesn't matter at this point. This is why I stopped caring about talking to you guys within the positive sense. I'm going to let you guys know the real deal, Holyfield. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, take care. Gamester with another W.